Hi there. I wish I'd stop lighting cigarettes. I don't even want them. I light them anyways. Just wasting money and wasting cigarettes. And I know, don't give me the lecture about quitting. Doctor already said I'd be an idiot to even try it. But, what can you do when you live in a shoe? I gotta go over. I just come over, put some groceries away and that, and it cleaned up again. It's really hot out there right now. There comes times with I'm foolish a lot. I'm an asshole 99.37.266 times out of one. But that little percentage that I'm not an asshole, I think I do okay. By golly, deep people like me. But I went down. Jen's doing pretty good after her surgery. Sorry, I just looking at my head too. Jen's she's in a bit of pain, but a lot of pain, but not so severe she can't handle it. So I just leave it be. I went down this morning, walked the dogs, and brought her some. I didn't know what to get her, so I brought her ice cream, something that she could eat with it and soothe her mouth at the same time. That's what I did when they took all my teeth there in the hospital. But yeah, all getting back to my foolishness. A lot of times I'm foolish. I hide all my emotions behind humor, which I'm sure everybody's figured out. I just found out the other day that I had a sense of humor. My invisible friend was hiding it from me. And knows the other two guys, but we don't talk about them. I gotta stop talking like that. I end up in a loony bin. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I hit the wheel and it spins. Uh, like philosophies of life. I sit here. I love this. I always had to have a window. I think it's from being in prison all those years. So, unfortunately for me, this room I'm renting is almost the same size as my cell. I had a very big cell when I was in there because it was in the corner. Somebody screwed up in engineering or something. That, and I was chairman of the inmate committee, so I needed more room for stuff. But so here's my room. Oh, notice we put a door on. We put a door on the wardrobe. Look at that, boys. Yeah, now I got a walk-in closet. Yeah. Door cost fortune, $1.50 at Dollarama. For some reason they call it a shower curtain. I don't know. I called it door on my walk-in wardrobe. And then, so now you come. I've always been a watcher. The watcher, not a pervert watcher. I've always been the guy that takes everything in and tries to learn from it. So and then like getting back to being in jail, I had a window, but you know what? Every time I looked out of it, I saw a bunch of criminals, so I kept my curtain closed a lot. Yeah, all around me, the whole building's surrounded by criminals. I tell you, you go to get your food, criminals. A place called Dorchester, everywhere, just everywhere, every time. So I didn't look out my damn window. Didn't want their window for a long time. Then I get out. Now I gotta have a balcony or at least a window, because I'm free, right? You just sit here and stare at the walls. You're going to become a drunk, or make a meth lab, or start developing sawed off crossbows. Plant a tulip farm with Frank Zappa's family in Montana. So I got my window. And I got my tree out my window. And even better than that, Dawes Road is more known for buckets, drug addicts, than crime and all that. Like crime's everywhere. But there's three of everything out there. Three. Un, deux, trois. Or like they say down home, one, two, and another. Yeah, of each one of the nuts. And the same. There's three of each. Three planes of existence on Dawes Road. Dumb, dumber, and call to ambulance. Right? And it's entertaining. And I can make my own popcorn, but I can't eat popcorn because I didn't take care of my teeth and cancer took all my teeth out. Now if I eat popcorn, I cry like a little baby and everybody says, "What's wrong with you, bitch?" And then I get mad because they call me a bitch, and then there's a great big argument and everything we choose, and that's when the fight starts, and then I shit my pants. That's what happens every time, so I don't make popcorn. I make popcorn, I smell shit. Why would I want to smell shitty popcorn? I'm bored. My name's Dan, and I'm bored. I just stopping in to say that I'm all that I burned away my forehead because I needed more expansion space. Like a blackboard, there's a little guy in there running back and forth with chalk. Him and Sheldon making things. Uh, I formulate, there's a couple of things in there I'll probably write about 4 months down the road because I'm waiting for something to happen to see if there's any sense still writing about it. And then I can say, remember, I tell you this. I want to get more sensible. I want to, like my written blogs, I want to get into discussing something that's discussed. I do in every blog. Like, basically, all I want people to know is that, like, I've broken every law you can think of. Well, not every dog. Don't say that. No. Back that right the fuck up. I got a bad criminal record. Ain't no fucking kinky shit in there. I'm Irish, eh? And I ain't a Catholic. I ain't a fucking priest or a choir boy. And I'm not a sheeple. That's for damn sure. I'm the guy that the sheep will call when the priest and the choir boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. I take them to the bishop. Now I got myself mad. Want to go hunting some? No, they're all gone. No. Okay. Evil thoughts come out. Hi, how are you? There's that one of them free smoke. Remember I was telling you the other day about the smells? How they just, right? I got the fan on. One just got sucked right through my face. Reset. Hi, how are you? Squirrel moment. I love you guys. Hope you like me too. Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing these more like I do my written ones without the craziness. It's time to put it into layman's languages. I'm gonna start promoting my books more again. I haven't sold a book in a couple of months, so I think I sold 2 copies or something like that. I didn't do it for the money though. I just did it so stories out there because somebody's going to read the first couple of books and they're going to say, "Oh, this mofo lied, the boy lied," and then they're going to read the next 2 books and then they're going to read some of the other books and they're going to say, "This mofo telling the truth." Right? The Southern boys, rednecks, and then they'll be wanting to kill me, tear me apart like they did with the 4 horses, rip me apart when they'll use motorcycles because everything's bigger in Texas except my arm. And, the world's changing. We all know it, but it's changing too fast. Like it did when we went from gospel music, scat music, a little bit of jazz, and oh my God, Motown came along, and rock and roll came along. I was young, but I remember it all because the whole world changed. It was, we went from singing gospel songs to Elvis Presley trying to see if he can give himself a hernia on the stage. And we can't talk about Keith Richard, Little Richard, or you know what I mean, right? Or Bo Diddley. And the riots, the race riots, the Million Man March, Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy. I remember all that clearly because I was because I was a heroin addict at such a young age and puberty at the same time, which gives you, you want to be you think you're the alpha male because all of a sudden, oh my God, she kissed sweet and she kissed neat and she made that thing stand and it's got no feet. You think you're the alpha, you think you're going to be the man of the house, so you're the head of the tribe, so it's your job to get the knowledge. You got to get a lot of knowledge, And I was an intelligent kid, so I learned stuff quick, too quick for my own good. I learned how to read people, for protection mostly. I lost track there. What I do it out there, I can either rewind and start over again, or it would just keep going and it'll come out. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I get very confused with the tumors in my head. Everything goes blank. So there's been times where I'm sitting in a room and I don't know what room is, let alone what I is. I just know I'm sitting somewhere. And there's no thought or nothing. It's just a big thing of confusion, and I'll black out and then I'll come out and I'll be okay, hopefully. Like I know I keep saying I don't know what my calling is. It's as plain as it's as plain as the sun in the sky. My calling is my writing. Since I started writing again, I've had so many blessings bestowed upon me. And all I ask for in my books is, my life story is my life story. That's the Walk with Dan collection. And the second edition, there'll be no other editions to that, no matter what. I just cleaned up the first edition. I did not touch damaged. I left it unedited. Like the extreme edits had to be done or you couldn't print it. I left most of the, almost 80% of all the mistakes in it because that period of my life, as I've said many times, had many mistakes in it, was unedited and unscripted for sure. Then you get to the first Canadian cosmonaut is my No violence, or if it's very minute violence, and it's about a hippie on a Harley that leaves St. John, New Brunswick to go stateside, drives to Big Sur, California, up to BC, and back home to St. John, New Brunswick, and it's about a hippie on a Harley, following his nose, the smells of the forest and the cities. That's like Toucan Sam. That's what gets him there, and that's the last Canadian cosmonaut. And it does have a slight resemblance to a trip I took one time. But that's a story for two more times away. Uh, then I wrote the Walking on Dawes series. I Want to Be Floki is based on my nephew's son's family. You know, my